What I'm going to bring to you today is a little bit of information that I've got. And actually, I'm going to have to check to make sure that this thing is actually working. So if you guys will excuse me for just a minute. Just got to check YouTube, make sure we're on here. So we're gonna do a little thing. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Okay. So just give me a sec. I'm gonna turn this volume down just a bit. Okay. So I'm fairly new at this, and we're just gonna start it how I'm gonna start it. So we're gonna start it off by saying this. So we're gonna just start off with a little thing I want to call the life story. So throughout my life, I've basically realized a lot of things. There is evil in this world and there is good in this world. And the absence of light would be dark. The absence of love is hate. And so on and so forth. So if you can understand that, then maybe you can understand this. There's been a lot of absences in my life that have to do with things that are good in particular. So things such as my birth parents, for instance. I was adopted when I was 2, so we'll go from there. I don't really know how to explain this, but in the long run, what I'm trying to get at here is there's been a lot of chaos in my life, a lot of confusion in my life. There's been people that have tried to snub me out in my life, destroy me, whatever I've tried to do. Hey, I love you too. So what I'm basically getting at here is there is definitely evil in this world, and there is most definitely something good in this world. If I have anything right, it's that. If I could do anything right, it'd be to let everybody know that. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and try to tell everybody that, oh, you need to believe in God because it's the answer to everything. I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm gonna let y'all decide that. There isn't even any music playing. Hold on. Okay. Alright, can you hear me now? Mic check, can you hear me now? Here, can I see this? There you go, sit down. I'm not going to continue until I can get this figured out here. Can you guys hear me? Play your game. Should I talk a little louder? But I'm trying to work, okay? I'm gonna put on your SpongeBob and you go watch it sitting over here, okay? Okay. Here, hold on. SpongeBob. Bye-bye. Just give it a minute. I still hear it playing on my YouTube too. I don't know. Hold on, there might be a way I can take the music off. Let me see. Oh, that's ridiculous. How do you turn that off? I'll just project my voice louder, how about that? So, alright, here we go. So, basically from what I've learned throughout my experiences in life is there is definitely evil and there is definitely good in this life. If I know that, then that's telling me that A, there's an absence of light that creates dark, there's an absence of love that creates hate. So therefore, if there would be an absence of God, where would we be? That's my point. If there was no such thing as God, where would we be on this earth right now? If there was no such thing as God, and there was no such thing as love, and no such thing as light, where would we be right now? And I don't know if I can really answer that question, but I think I'm going to do the best that I can to answer that question for you guys. I'll tell you something. I haven't been a Christian my entire life, nor was I a saint. I've done my fair share. So, in saying this, I was baptized last year on November 12th. Let's see here. November 12th of... Yeah, 2015. So, and going into that, before I was baptized, before all of this happened, I was in the military. I'm an ex-Army paratrooper. 173rd Airborne, and I won't go into any more of that. Let's just say that's some of the most corrupt work I've ever done in my life, and I'm not talking down on the military. It's just the line of duty where I was at just completely corrupt. I couldn't even deal with it. So I got an early retirement. They almost destroyed my marriage. Now, if you want to start talking about outside forces, the outside forces are ridiculous, let me tell you. An outside force can be anything from work to Facebook, to Twitter, Instagram, family, friends, period. Even your parents. A parent can be an outside force, depending on if they are in the dark or not. You remember how I started this video off saying the absence of light is dark and the absence of love is hate? So if you're not in the light, then you're obviously in the dark, and if you're not loving, well, you're obviously hating, so therefore you're not going to do any good for your child. So, in saying this, now you know. I used to be a user of a lot of things. We'll just put it that way. I have a very addictive personality. No saint. Like I said again, I'm no saint. I am covered in tattoos from my neck all the way down below my belly button. I've had piercings fucking everywhere. I won't even mention where. Everywhere. Let's just put it that way. But last year I woke up, and if you want to talk about waking up, I woke up. Now, I'm not sitting here to preach, I'm sitting here to tell you guys my story. Because if you guys could hear a story from somebody else other than a preacher, Mr. Preacher Man, and if you could hear from someone that was on the streets like me, that went from having absolutely nothing to having absolutely everything that I really need and not want, and I'm telling you need, because there's a big difference. So, when I was 2 years old, I was adopted. I had a brother named Zach. He died. He was just a baby. Mom was married at the time to a guy named Dennis, and that all fell apart when he died. When he died, I mean my brother. So, we'll go from there. My mom fell deep into drugs, deep into alcohol. I don't really have any baby pictures, and this is not a sad sob story. I don't want your pity. I just want you guys to listen if you would. So, going from there, and don't get me wrong, my birth mom was doing drugs while I was still in the womb, so therefore I have ADHD and I lose track of my thoughts sometimes, so you guys gotta bear with me on that too. That's why I'm drinking coffee to I don't take drugs, I'm drinking coffee so that way I can keep my mind straight here. It's like a natural thing for the brain. People with ADHD take Adderall. I don't, I drink coffee. So, my brother dies and throws my mom into a whirlwind of hell, basically, complete chaos and confusion. So, the one thing that she did right was put me up for adoption when I was 2. I don't know the reasons why. I don't know all the details or anything like that. She put me up for adoption. I'll go back. I'll even tell you about this. I found my birth father. I found my birth mom. My birth dad is everything I expected him to be. And if you guys have heard what I said about my birth mom being on drugs and stuff my whole life, I found her when I was 14. I always thought that she was going to be this great woman. No. she kind of got me into drugs. She sold all my stuff when I came to visit her, and she really fucked me over. Screwed me over, excuse me, sorry, I know I'm broadcasting live here. And I forgive them. And that's the thing, I actually forgive them now. Both of them, all of them. And anyways, moving on. So 2 years old, my mom's doing all these drugs and doing all these things, and I don't have any baby pictures really. And the couple baby pictures that I do have, the crap's just beat out of me, dude. Like, I have bruises on me, I'm tore up, I don't look good. I was not taken care of the way a child should be taken care of. So, moving on. And I vape now, I don't smoke cigarettes, I vape. So moving on. 2.5. Around November, December, Tina, my mom, takes me and drops me off, basically gets rid of me at an attorney's office. The attorney had a woman, which was her sister, aka my mom now, that couldn't have kids. She was actually going in 3 days after I got brought to this office. She was scheduled to go in 3 days later to go have something done to where she could have kids. But all of a sudden I get dropped off at this lady's office, and my mom gets a phone call, aka my adopted mom gets a phone call. Hey, we got this kid, would you like to come and adopt him? No questions asked, she came to adopt me. Canceled her appointment, she took me on full force. Call it coincidence? I think not. Okay, there's no coincidence in that. There's no coincidence in that. And that's just the beginning of my life. So, a little 2-year-old boy, beat down, destroyed, set up for nothing but failure, gets this huge chance in life. Huge chance, okay? So, the only memories that I remember of these things are very slim to none, because it was a very traumatic experience in my life, and there was a whole lot more crap tied to it. So, moving on. When brother Zach died, Mom Tina got rid of me. My new mom, or my adopted mom, my mom, took me in 3 days before she's supposed to have this surgery done. Okay? So, let's move on a little further. My life went perfectly fine. My dad would say my prayers before bed. My mom would come in and say my prayers before bed. Something happened around the age of 11 or 12. I call it rebellion. And rebellion, actually, if you really want to figure it out, is a spirit. It's a demonic thing that is real. It's very real. It's called rebellion, spirit of rebellion. Now, I'm not going to go into all of this right now. I'll let you guys do your own searching in your own topics. But if you guys want to see what the spirit of rebellion does, I'll show you my tattoos, I'll show you my body, and you'll hear what the spirit of rebellion does. The spirit of rebellion leads to the occult and the worship of things other than God. And it starts at an early age. If you have kids that are out there, if you're a parent and you have a kid that rebels against everything you say and everything that you do, call it coincidence if you want. I call it the spirit of rebellion. I see it trying to happen to my son all the time, but nah. My son's 2 years old. Watch this. Hey Wyatt, come here, son. He's 2 years old. Should be completely off, right? Come here, buddy. You see this boy? You see that? He listens to me. Say hi. See? Now go play your game. I love you. Good boy. Spirit of Rebellion doesn't have any place in my house. Though it does try to surface from time to time. You can come sit if you want. Yeah, here. Come in here. Sit down. So the Spirit of Rebellion. There you go. There you have it. It has no place in my house. Moving on. My dad, and when I'm gonna say my mom and my dad know that I'm adopted, those are my parents. So when I'm saying my mom and my dad, forget everything that I've told you from the beginning of when my birth parents, they don't count. My mom and my dad, adoptive. My mom, my dad. It's very confusing. You could only imagine a person that has to be adopted to go through this shit. It's very confusing. It drove me nuts for years. I even get crap about my name being a girl name. And I'm not going to go into it. Because right now, I'm TBzombie. So, Spirit of Rebellion. There's no place in my house. Moving on. Okay, so moving on. The age of 11 or 12, actually, screw that. I was in kindergarten doing really well. I even had a girlfriend. I was in kindergarten, dude. I had a girlfriend in kindergarten. Yeah, 2nd grade, same girlfriend, believe it or not. 3rd grade. Actually, I noticed the rebellion in me started to peak. It started to pop out of nowhere in 2nd grade. I had split my chin open and I had stitches, and kids would make fun of me in 2nd grade. They call me Scarface and stuff like that. It looked like I had a goatee, which I have a goatee now, and the doctors said, you'll never grow facial hair there. BS, because I have a full-blown goatee and it grew there. So they call it coincidence. I think not. You know, God works in mysterious ways. So on and so forth. I can't tell you how much crap I've been through in my life when I was on the right path. When I'm talking about the right path, I'm talking about when I had my prayer said every night and everything was going good. It all changed. I was going to the school Horizon, which was a private school, when I was about, I'd say, 10, 9 or 10-ish. 3rd grade. They had like cards and stuff. You go from bronze to silver to gold to platinum, depending on how good you're doing throughout the school year. I was platinum, dude. I had platinum. I was doing good. They kicked me out of their school because I was doing so good. They kicked me out of their school because of how good I was doing. Who kicks a kid out of school because they're doing good? Oh, we can't accept him because he's doing way better than all the other students, and we don't want to take people who have ADHD anymore. Call it fate, I call it Satan. So, we'll just move on. So what happens? My parents have to move to this town called Atchison. And if y'all have heard of Atchison, this is where it all started. Atchison is considered to be one of the most haunted towns in the United States. I've been to the Sally House, I've been to all those houses, and you know what? It's true what they say. There's definitely something evil in this world. I don't call ghosts ghosts. I call it for what it is. It's a disembodied spirit. Now, if you want to know where the disembodied spirits come from, go ahead and check out your forbidden archaeology, or it's actually called apologetics. It's the things that people do not want to go and check out because, well, they say, oh, we found bones of giants. Oh, that's BS. Let's cover it up. Okay, yeah, whatever. Oh, we found footprints of dinosaurs and people next to each other. Oh, let's cover it up with bullshit. We don't want to just discuss it. Oh, let's talk about Darwinism, how everyone has evolved from monkeys. Does your grandma look like a monkey? Does your mom look like a monkey? Does any of your ancestors look like a monkey? Like a monkey. We can go on and on and on and on and on. I have not heard about anyone finding out that their great ancestor is a freaking monkey. Come on, man. Come on. It's bullshit. Okay? What? Here, go play this, okay? We're kind of getting serious here. So, you find out if one of y'all can come to me with a picture of your ancestor being a monkey, or even a stone tablet saying that they were a monkey. I don't care what y'all have to find. If you can find it and prove it, go for it. Because I guarantee you won't. Because it's not true. And if you haven't realized the science, and I'm not going to guarantee this because I'm not perfect, but I'm going to say what I think I know, and then y'all can judge me. I don't really care. Because everyone gets judged. Fuck, I don't care. What? Alright, come here. Excuse me for a second, I have to give my son some juice. Come on. Go play your tablet. This way. Over here. Come on. Go play your tablet. No, the TB is actually my initials, man. TBzombie, TB, first initial, last initial, makes my name. Okay, so what I'm getting into... Alright, so where was I at? Oh, tuberculosis. You're very funny, guy. Very funny. Okay, dude. You need to go play your movie. No. There you go. Go on. You're welcome. Go on. Okay. Alright, so yeah, so around the around 9th grade, or what was it? 3rd grade was when it all went really terribly wrong. Nah, you're good, don't worry about it, buddy. Alright, so hey, you know what though? As a matter of fact, Mr. Shit Son, I actually like that. Tuberculosis zombie. Imagine zombie virus that could be spread with spitting out blood, dude. that shit would be mad wild. You know what I'm saying? I like that. For now on, yes, it does stand for tuberculosis zombie. Thank you very much. I like that. I fucking like that, dude. Shit, son. Okay. So what I'm getting at here is, around the 3rd grade was when it all went terribly wrong. We ended up having to move to this place called Atchison, Kansas. The most haunted town. Alright? I've been to the Sally house. I've been to all those houses. I've heard all the stories. I've even checked some of them out myself. And they're very true. Especially the Jackson Park story about hearing the screams at 12 o'clock at night. That is true. Now, what I was getting at is disembodied spirits. Now, a disembodied spirit, if you look at Genesis 6 talks about the angels, the fallen angels that came down here and took wives of whomever they chose, etc., creating the mighty men of renown and all of this stuff. Yada, yada, yada. And then you find these bodies of giants and things like that. Everyone tries to cover it up. Then you go into apologetics, which is the dealing with things like the Ark of the Covenant, Noah's Ark, the fucking giants, everything like that. So, and then if you haven't noticed, everything that they find they try to get rid of. I haven't, you know, and it's ridiculous. I have some notes in here that I've been writing down. I've been studying this crap for years now. Ron Wyatt found the Ark and Noah's Ark. The Ark was right underneath where Jesus was said to have been crucified. They found blood on the stone that was hiding the Ark. When they took it to have DNA testing done, it had the X and Y chromosomes. There's like 40 something of them. They found half of them in there, and the half was from a woman. It was missing the dad. So, and by all means, I am no Bible thumper. I'm not a Bible thumper, but I do like to know what the fuck I'm talking about, and what I'm talking about is true. Now going into this, the day that I was baptized, and I'm going to jump back, it was on November 12th of last year, and I've fallen since then, and I've just now reclaimed light. I'm over here, light. Hey, I've just now got back on my horse, okay, but I had fallen for quite some time. When I was baptized, I don't know if you guys believe in UFOs or not, but guess what? They're fallen angels. Or they're angels. I don't know if they're angels or fallen angels. I don't know how exactly it works in the angel category. All I just know is A, they're angels, B, they could be fallen, or C, they could be not. So, the day that I was going to get baptized, I had 3 witnesses with me. 3 people saw this with me. Before I was baptized when I was 18, I saw one again. They're see-through, but they're there. You can see it, but if there is something behind it, you can see what's behind it. So they basically don't have a body, and they can do whatever they want. So the first one I saw when I was 18 was red, and it was white, and it was in the shape of a cylinder. Right. And it was traveling so fast across the sky, but it made no noise, it caused no wind, and it didn't, and the feeling, and if you guys could understand what I'm saying, a feeling is something that you get that comes into your mind and that makes your body feel a certain type of way. The feeling was, nothing matters, I don't matter, and fuck it all. That was the first one. So then the second one happened when I got baptized, and I saw this thing up in the sky, and it appeared as one big huge red bar of light, and then like a red bar, like if this was it, and then all of a sudden it split apart, and then 2 red things came out of it like this. What? Oh yeah, I actually like his idea. He asked me if the TB stands for tuberculosis and then zombie, and if there was a tuberculosis zombie, it'd be a zombie that could spit blood and infect the other, so that's actually a really good idea. I've actually heard about that. You should explain a little more in detail, man. Because that could have been considered a fallen angel and or an angel. So you're right on target, dude. They can take any form they please. And another thing is, I've noticed that the really bad ones try to show up as this really bright, awesome angel of light, but what they bring is destruction and corruption. And I've noticed this. That's what the really nice ones do. See, what I think is, if an angel were to come down here, they don't want you to know that they're an angel, particularly, because if they wanted you to know that they were an angel, then there's obviously either a really good thing that they're trying to do, or it's a really bad thing. So if, like, Lucifer shows up as an angel of pure light, and he looks very handsome, or she looks very handsome, because remember, they can pick and choose whatever they want to look like, to tempt you, yeah, and to corrupt you. So, yeah, this is my wife. This is A.B. Quinn. She's gonna, like, when I got her baptized, we saw one of these things right off the porch out here in my house. What color was it?
It was blue.
It was like a super bright blue. It was giant, it was huge, and it was coming straight towards our house. And that's not all, man. These things have been happening for so long, it's unreal. I've noticed that whenever I play certain video games, that it brings things into my house. Believe it or not, it really does. He says hi. He's telling you hi.
Oh, hi.
It brings stuff into your house and causes chaos, man. Like, I remember I would be sitting there just trying to play a stupid game. If you guys haven't noticed it, the Illuminati eye, that little pyramid thing, like that, around the 1800s. Yeah, I think you're right. It probably was around the 1800s, dude. I know the story you're talking about. Didn't they see her on top of like a mountain? Like, weren't they like? Wasn't that in Mexico or something? That was in Mexico, wasn't it? But to answer your question, yeah, you can. They can come anywhere between now and 8. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was in Mexico, dude. So, can I ask you something? Do you believe in these things? Like, I'm not trying to persuade anyone to believing. I'm just trying to, like, figure out. Yeah, see, that could have been very well been a good angel, dude. That could have been a good angel, especially if one turned out to be a nun. You see, because I'll tell you something really funny. My adoptive mom was married twice. Her first husband she was married to, they were driving in a car, and a fucking UFO popped up next to their car, and they put the car in reverse and tried to chase it backwards down a dirt road, man. Long story short, the dude now is in Scientology, completely turned his religion away from any type of Christianity, anything. It ruined his marriage with my mom and everything like that. And my mom is like, she's a chiropractor. She doesn't, I could not, well, I'm sure she lies because everyone lies. I've never known my mom to lie to me. And I'm sure she has, though, to protect me. But dude, she told me about this UFO, you're good. Yeah.
Honesty about his mother, she's really a guardian angel, I think, in our eyes, okay? Because she saved us from a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah.
And she's the one that has been chasing our asses until this day when we both chose God and we're both Christians. Now she is seeing all of the evil and all of the enemy attacks, and she believes in it all too. And
she's
honestly,
looking at our life like it's a video game. She says our life's like a video game.
every day, me and him are under attack by
Demonic forces, for real.
demonic forces, aka Satan himself. We
And his
experience all the
angels.
time. And the only way to break that is if you have God in your heart, my body, and soul. So, what's up? Okay, bye.
Yeah. And like I said, we're not trying to push any religion off on anybody. We're just trying to talk and figure this stuff out. And I mean, the more stuff you can bring to light, the better, right? Because if something sits in the dark, it tends to fester and grow like mold. And when you bring it to light, well, it dies. So I'm bringing this shit to light. I remember hearing a Lil Wayne song that says, I know what they don't want to tell you, just hope you're heaven sent or you're hell proof. I walk in and cut the lights off, and then he's talking about I could die now, rebirth, hop up in my spaceship and leave Earth. You know, that sounds like a disembodied spirit of one of these Nephilim, which is something that came from the angels breeding with our women. So I don't know. That may sound crazy to a lot of people, but take it from me, I'm not. And what I was also saying is, the angels of light, they typically don't come as an angel of light if they're trying to help you. It could be the homeless man on the side of the road asking for $1. If you give that man $1, you don't know the next day he could not be there. That's because he was probably an angel testing you. You just don't know. Every homeless guy I see, if I have the money and if my family is okay, I typically try to give them some money. I know that's a really good song. I love that song, man. But I always try to give homeless people money. I don't care if it's like 10 cents or if it's $2. Screw it. If it's money, it's money, dude. I give it to them. Because you never know if you're entertaining an angel, is my point. And I'm almost positive that if an angel really wanted to test you, he's not going to show up as this all bright and almighty thing. And typically if they do, that's good shit, man. I'm proud of you for doing that. And I suggest to keep doing it for real, because God, like, and I'm not pushing religion, but God will bless you tenfold. For every dollar, it's a soldier that you're putting out there. So that's how I feel, man. If you're a homeless guy and you have nothing and I have something to offer, I'm going to give it to you if it can benefit you. I just would hope that they don't do drugs with it or something stupid, but to each his own, you know what I mean? But the homeless guy on the corner, I believe could truly be an angel. Oh, you live in Michigan. What, are you on, like, Detroit? Detroit, Michigan. I've been out there, dude. I actually kind of like Detroit, believe it or not. I think that city has a crap load of potential. I just think the government's trying to shit on you guys, man. Honestly, Detroit's it could be a really good place if the government would try to help, man. But like I said, when people and these higher up people are put into play, they don't care about nobody but their own well-being, which sounds pretty demonic to me. You don't see the government trying to give homeless people dollars, do you? No, they try to keep it all for themselves. But I'm not anti-government, and I'm not anti-anything. I'm just anti-bullshit. So, and I call their bullshit. Let's see. What else can I get into here? Okay, so I've had dreams. I've had so many dreams lately, and I'm gonna tell you guys one of my dreams. It has to do with the words, 2 words. Peace, peace. Now, the word peace, peace is coming soon. Mark my words. Peace, peace. You will see it everywhere. You see, and that homeless person that hit the lottery because of their faith, man, I'm telling you. They wouldn't have hit that lottery. Somebody gave that homeless guy $2, and that person hit the lottery, and now is having a great life. And all he had was faith. He had nothing but faith, man. That's insane. That's a good, I like that. It's really good. I'm sure, and I don't know, he may have not had faith. He probably does now. Who knows? But like I said, I'm not here to preach or push my religion, and I'm just a straight Christian. I got baptized. I don't claim baptism. I don't claim claim Protestant. I don't claim none of that stuff. Just Christian, man. But getting into what I'm trying to say is the peace and the UFOs and all the crap that you see in the world, and the thing about angels that show up as bright things of light, and then the angels that could be the homeless guy on the corner saying the end is close. It's very well true. And I'm not the homeless guy standing on the corner. I'm not no angel, but I'll tell you this. I'm not stupid either. And I see the devil for what he's trying to do. And what he's trying to do is maim, kill, and destroy everything that God has put into play here. If you guys can't show me that you guys were born from monkeys, to get that Darwinism shit out of here. If you guys can't prove it, get out of here. Because the only proof that I have is the Bible and the Word, and I believe it is true. So that's that. And if anybody wants to say otherwise and prosecute me, that's fine, because my belief is my own, and I'm not forcing it on anybody. But long story short, peace is coming soon. This little symbol right here with the little eye in it is coming soon. You want to call it the New World Order, peace, they're gonna stop all war, stop all this shit, the aliens are supposedly gonna pop up, and the Catholic Church, I believe it's gonna be the Catholic Church that's gonna say, oh hey, yeah, there are aliens, and they're here right now, and blah blah blah, and yada yada yada, and they've come from a distant galaxy from far, far away. Well, the Bible tells me that He created the heavens and the earth, and He separated the waters from the waters, which means there was a firmament or a dome put in place, and then He put the stars into the firmament. There's no such thing as aliens. They're angels, and they're good ones and bad ones. And I think, and it even says that the angels were locked away. And in the days of Noah will be like in the days of the end. So now we're seeing all these UFOs and all these things popping up, and all this crap is going on. That tells me one thing, that we are now in the days of basically how it was in the days of Noah. You see all this Illuminati crap and all that bullshit and all these people with snake eyes and all this Luciferian bloodline crap. It's all real. It's all very, 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 very real. Dude, the RH negative blood type, there's 4%, there's like, yeah, it's 4% in the world that has this blood type. I'm married to one. They call it the Nephilim blood type. Nephilim, and they also say that you cannot, that kind of a blood type cannot mix with the normal blood type and create a child. We have a child. So, and he's, yeah, RH negative, that's right. My wife is RH negative, and what am I, positive? I'm A positive.
Basically, my RH negative means that on my red blood cells I don't have the the protein or something like that. To where, like, when I do get pregnant, my body instantly kills the fetus if I don't have a certain shot to prevent that from happening.
Yeah, so her body attacks any kind of child that's being placed into her, but not this one. We got it, and here he is.
It took about, we had 3 miscarriages before we actually conceived him.
And it's pretty crazy, because there's that blood type, so who knows? And it's 4% of the world has RH negative. 4%, there's billions of people. That means, like,
Queen Elizabeth is RH negative.
yeah, Queen Elizababeth is RH negative. She wasn't, she is. No, you're good. And it's a royal bloodline. It makes your skin looks paler than usual, you have lower iron than usual, and it makes it where you cannot have kids with someone that is RH negative.
Nowadays, unless you get the Rogam shot, which is something that prevents my body, my blood cells to not kill the unborn fetus.
RH negative is only compatible with RH negative. When RH negative comes together with an RH negative, they can make a child. If it's not RH negative, you're not making a child, but we beat that. So, it's a, I don't know. It could be a royal bloodline, it could not be. Who freaking knows? You know, who knows? but they know. And the whole thing about being heaven sent and hell proof in that song is that you're either chosen or you're not, or you either want to be chosen or you don't. And those that weren't chosen were the Nephilim, because the angels came down here and did what they did with the women, creating giants and stuff like that. But when the giants died, their spirits, they had souls, because they were created. They came into existence, but not from God, but from Satan and his angels. And when they died, they didn't go to heaven and they didn't go to hell. They were stuck on the earthly plane, and that's where you get your demons from. So that's where demons come from. That's where you can see these magicians making shit float in the air. It's not them, it's the demon or that fallen angel spirit, or the offspring of that spirit that's standing right there. And once you come into contact with those things, they never leave you alone. You make an agreement with that thing, it's not going to leave you alone. You're stuck. You're fucked unless you turn to faith hardcore, and I don't think that they would want to, because they usually bring you lots of money and lots of stuff like that. And who wouldn't want that, right? You know, but I don't want that. So, yeah. Do you want to explain anything? And this is just, and I'm just doing this, I'm only going to do this for, like, until it hits an hour, because I'm only doing this an hour at a time, but I'm going to go back into what I was saying. So when I moved to Atchison, a lot of things changed. You guys will be able to understand this if you guys, whenever I stop this broadcast, because I'm going to stop it at my first demonic attack that was physical. We moved to Atchison, I was 12 years old. We used to say my prayers every night. There used to be no problem. And one night, I said, fuck it all, I want to do this shit my way. That's where the spirit of rebellion came straight into my life. That very first night, I actually was laying in my bed, and I heard an electric pop in my head. It sounded like a tss, you know what I'm saying? And then I felt it shoot down my spine, and all my hair stood up on my arms and shit. No later than that had happened, I was frozen solid, couldn't move. People call this sleep, they call it sleep paralysis. It's not, it's a demonic attack. I'm telling you guys right now, the doctors will only tell you that it's sleep paralysis. It's not. They call an STD a sexually transmitted disease. It's not. It's a sexually transmitted demon. Okay? Let's just get it out there for what it is. It's a sexually transmitted demon. Because what happens is God created man and woman to be together. Well, what happens if you break that bond? Well, then if you break that bond, then you're not walking in the light, you're walking in the dark. You're allowing everything that's in the dark to come onto you. So if you're out there banging all these girls, or if you're out there banging all these dudes, and you wake up with like HIV or some shit, don't be surprised, because you were the one walking in the dark. And you chose that. And you chose that demon to come into your life. And I'll tell you this, you can pray it off of you. You don't have to take medications to heal you of this stuff. People that walk in the dark end up getting slammed with cancer. They turn to God and they turn to Christianity, they change their life, and they do it for like 6-7 years, then poof, all of a sudden the cancer's gone. Come on. Can you stop? Can you please get down? Okay. Okay, good, mommy. Alright, so what I was saying is, my first demonic attack started with an electric pop in my ear. It ran straight down my spine, and I was laying on my bed. I could feel something was in my room. My walls looked like they were like melting and shrinking in. Same with the ceiling, and my door to my room was this big. I could not escape this room even if I tried. And I was on no drugs. I don't do drugs. I was on no medications. I didn't do medication. I wasn't on anything. I was rebellious. No later did that electric pop, and I became paralyzed. I was awake. I tried to scream and yell for my mom. No word left my mouth. Nothing I could possibly do could help me at that point in time. 3 figures showed up next to my bed. 3 of them. 3 of them. One that was in the middle was kind of taller than the other, and when they got closer and closer to me, I felt more and more fear and despair and things like that. I had no idea what I was getting myself into because I couldn't get myself out of it. And this isn't the only time that this isn't the only time that this has happened. And the feeling that you get is strangulation. It feels like a force is closing your windpipe, and it's like it's sucking the life out of you. Like you have no breath. And if you can force a breath, you see it as mist. It looks like this. In a room where there's heat, you see your own breath. It was unreal. It was insane. That was the first time. And this was an actress. And the second time that it happened, I was laying on my bed, you know, doing my thing, you know. It was normal night, no prayers that night, you know, because I was like growing older. I didn't really care much for prayer anymore. And then I felt the electric pop in my ears, and I felt all my hairs stand up on. And guess what, dude? This is exactly what I'm about to tell you. The hag is what came to my room, dude. I shit you not. I heard the electric pop, and I felt something run down my spine again. And I was laying on my back like this, and I could feel my my arms being held down. And this thing of matted hair, like black hair, like horse hair almost. I saw no face, it was just like hair. Popped up on my, get over here, light. It popped up on my chest. It popped up and it came out like this. It was something manifested out of me. It like came from inside of me out. And it was this matted black hair. And I was like, oh shit, oh fuck, and I'm like looking down at it, and I'm like, oh my god, and I couldn't move my arms, and it felt like this thing was sitting on my chest, like it was sitting on me like this, you know what I'm saying? Stupid light. It felt like it was sitting on my chest like this, get over here, light, like this, and it felt like it was holding my neck, like this, and it wasn't showing me its face, but I saw his hair right here, and it came out of my chest and was holding my neck like this. Like it was like trying to strangle me. And I don't know what it was. I was so terrified. I couldn't move. I was freaking out. I knew this thing was there. And then all of a sudden, I just like, I was laying back and I just started seeing these flashes of colors. Like just like mixing in and out of each other. They're like blues and whites and reds and I don't even know. They're just a mix of all these insane colors that don't exist on this planet. And no sooner than that I saw those colors, this thing vanished. That was the only time that this had happened. Then I was in. Excuse me one sec. I have a phone call, everybody. Hello? Oh, hey, how's it going? I'm doing good. Yep, that's us. Yep, I'm here. Alright, yes. Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you. So, alright, you know what, I'm gonna take off this, thing here. There we go, we'll just put that right there. So this is who I am. So, after this had happened, I started getting, like, darker and darker, like, I started not giving a crap about anything, you know, I was, like, just getting into whatever I wanted to. I had no care about what people said, and I started getting locked up. I've been in more juvenile detentions and more lockup facilities than you guys have probably heard of. I've been to Forbes Juvenile Detention Center, YCAT, JDC, King's Camp. I've been to jail. I've been all types of places, but yet I have no record anymore. I'm wiped clean as of the age of 18. I'm 24 now. So I went through a lot of crap. And the reason why I was going through all that crap was, I believe, is because something higher was trying to stop me from the path that I was going down. And I feel like ever since this has started that I've had a purpose. And so yeah, JDC sucks, dude. It sucks, man. I'll tell you, it sucks. I never want to go there again, and I can't because I'm 24 now. They'll just send me to jail or prison, but that will hopefully never happen because I have no record. I'm clean as a whistle. But yeah, my life has completely changed. Yeah, it is. It's probably exactly the same thing as Y-Ways, man. For real. But I've had all of these experiences with these things that dabble in the dark because I was dark. And it was like when you become dark, it's like you're a beacon for these things. Now I'm going to show you guys my tattoos and then I'm going to end this discussion. We'll pick it up tomorrow. But I'll just let you guys check out my tattoos. Now mind you, I am a Christian now, but I wasn't at one point. So you guys can just check this out. That's a demon. Shrooms are meant to unlock your third eye or make you see what you're not supposed to see, which is therefore why I have all these demonic evil eyes. And the flames and the shooting stars represent fallen angels. So there's a shooting star representing fallen angels. And things like that. I can go all day with these tattoos, you guys, so I'm going to just show you really quick. And I am a Christian now, but I will start going into the rest of my teachings and stuff like this so that I could therefore help everybody. If you guys are struggling with some shit like this, I have finally got myself sorted out. I am not in the satanic crap anymore, but I definitely was. I was definitely dabbling in demonic things and demonic religions. You know what I mean? I just didn't care. I got the death moth right there. I've got 2 of them actually. I've been doing this shit. And this is a cover up of a demon. Um I'm not gonna say what its name was, but this is a gas mask now, and it was a cover up of a demon. The symbol actually that was below that thing, and I tattooed this on myself when I was 14, because the thing that I was dabbling in, it basically told me to, and so I put it on my skin, but I covered it up. This is what that symbol was. So, yeah, no go. Um, yeah, there's that. Then I have this, and then I have Beast on my stuff. So, oh, and I've got a devil tail tattooed barely on my back. So, I was totally into all this demonic stuff. I'm not anymore. I've completely changed my life. I'm trying to change my ways. I've been baptized. I've done everything. And ever since I've done this, the reason why I'm doing these videos now is because my house has been under so much demonic attack and so much chaos has been brought here, it's unreal. But since I've figured all this stuff out, I found a way to put a stop to it all. Uh, we're just gonna cut this off for now. Thanks for popping in on here, shit son. I don't know what your real name is, but I'm just gonna call you Son, if that's alright. And we'll just go from there. Um, appreciate everybody that popped in and viewed viewed my video, and I hope to see you guys again. Thank you for listening. I'll have a whole bunch more stuff for you guys tomorrow, and I'll catch y'all later. There we go. What's up, man? Doing good.
You just got furnace and then stove.
Yep. You want to get that stuff over there?
Please, yeah.